Hey y'all, today we're going to make a child beanie. Okay, what you need to start with is your yarn and your crochet needle. This is a size G or a 4.5 millimeter. Now you're going to need your needle and your scissors, of course, for after. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to make the magic circle, which is that X here and that there on the other side. So you come under, loop through, and you pull that through. Oops. And sometimes it doesn't work out the first time. And you pull it through that hole. Okay, that's your magic loop. I'll do a video on that separately. And you're going to chain 3. I'll show you the magic of this loop here in a little bit if you don't already know. We're going to put 11 double crochets into this loop. So that's 1, then we're going to go with 2, 3, 4, 5. What you do with the double crochet is you loop under, go through the hole, grab your yarn and come through, loop your yarn and come through 2, loop your yarn and come through 2 more. Okay, grab your yarn, loop through, grab your yarn, loop under, grab your yarn, loop through 2 and 2 more. 7, 8. It's actually 7. So this is 8. 9. 10 and 11. Now, you've actually got 12 because of your original 3 chains makes your first stitch. Okay, so you've got your 3 first chains, and then you've got 1, 2. These are easy to count because they're on this strip. Okay, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and with that first strip you have 12 total. So now you're going to take this little tail that you have, and I would stick your finger through there and pull this little string. This is why they call it the magic loop. You pull it tight and there's absolutely no hole at all in the top of your hat. And I wanted to learn this better because I'm going to start doing some amigurumi. So the magic circle is needed for that. And here we are with our beginning of the hat. You have 12 stitches total because your first 3 chains counts as your first stitch. Now we're going to go 3 chains again. Okay. Loop under and give your second your double crochet. So those are basically 2. And what you're going to do is you're going to do 2 in every stitch on this row, because you want to double your 12 to make it 24. So you want 24 stitches in this row. This is the most basic beanie that I know of, and this is the child version. The last beanie I made on here was an adult version, and it is very similar. There's only one difference that you make. I think I'm hitting the table. Hang on just a second. Okay. I had the camera setting where the table was bumping it and shaking it as I stitched. So we're doing 2 double crochets in each stitch around. So your second round, your second row is going to have 24. Okay. And there's only one difference from the adult hat, and I'll show you as soon as we get there. It's a very simple difference to make. And we're going to just get one in there. It might not be a perfect 24, but we can count it here. Because right here I made the one, and that one's kind of with it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 20, 21, 22, 23. So technically we need one more. Let's just go ahead with that one more. And we have 24. And then you go into the top stitch of the other side right across here, and you slip it together. Okay, now this row is when we make the difference from the adult hat. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 and 1. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 chains. We're going to do 2 together there. Okay, and then 1 in this next stitch. This very next stitch only gets 1 stitch, and then the next one gets 2. Okay, so the adult hat goes 12, 24, 48. The child hat goes 12, 24, 36. So this third row is going to have 36 stitches instead of 48. And that will make your child size hat. So you want to do 2 in this stitch and 1 in the next one. All the way around. I know I'm going pretty fast here. It is a double stitch. Okay, 2 and 1. So that one has 2, so the next one gets 1. You can loop under, go through the hole, make sure you're leaving that, you're going through the whole stitch with the 2 on top and the 1 on the bottom. You loop through, loop it again, pull through 2, loop it again, pull through 2. Now the next one is going to get 2 right here, go through the stitch, loop it through, pull through 2, pull through 2. Get another one in that same stitch. The next one only gets 1. So this is the pattern we're going to go 2 and 1 all the way around. And if you do need to pause this, that is fine. You can just pause it and catch up. I'm going to try to do it in real time so I won't be fast forwarding or skipping part of it. That way, if you're crocheting semi-fast, you can maybe keep up. You can go a little faster, but not for this video. And we are back at the table, by the way, because I love my table. And it's easier to record and get the right lighting in here. My husband put this fluorescent light in here. Whoops, I did 2 and 2. Quite a few years back. 2 and 1, and this is 2. And see, that row is already done. Now, to finish the third row, you're going to go right in this back stitch, this last stitch, the very top, and grab your yarn, pull it through, and pull it through. Now you've got a coaster. you have a little cup coaster. This is why I love the magic circle. My hats don't have that big hole in the middle anymore. I love it. Now, from here on out, you are going to do 10 more rows of chain 3, 1 stitch each stitch. So all the way around, 10 rows. Now you can keep it by counting your rows as you go, marking them off on a tally if, whoa, of course I had to bump it. Marking them off on a tally if you like. I used to do that sometimes. But with the hat, I don't normally do that because it's unnecessary. For me it is, because when you get your hat done, let's just stick with the red, you can kind of see the rows here. You've got 1, 2, it's about a finger width when you do the double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, this one might only be 12, not 13. Anyway, 12 or 13. They're not exact. You could make it a little longer if you like. I really thought those hats were 13. Maybe that one just missed a row. I make them from the palm of my hand to the tip of my finger, from right here. So if they're that long, that's how tall I make the child's hat. The adult hat needs to go longer than that. So really all you're going to do now is you're going to go 1 stitch per stitch. Just going to match it. Every stitch you're going to go in that loop. You're going to grab your yarn. In the loop, have 2 on top of there. Okay, so you get 4 pieces of yarn on top of your needle. And then you get the one underneath. And you grab it and come through. Grab it, come through 2. Grab it, come through 2. And that is it. You're going to do row after row. And once you get the hang of this, it is very relaxing. It is peaceful and it just is relaxing. I like to loop that off so it doesn't roll my ball around. And one hat usually takes about, it can be about 30 to 45 minutes depending on if you stop in between or anything like that. Now I'm making these for a donation to a ministry. So when I collect my yarn, I like to make hats. It's one of the things I just love to do because there's not a lot of extra counting. Loop and go in. And I have a little gnat flying around my face. I hope it doesn't fly in the camera. I don't know if you can see this very well though. Okay, well I'm going to have another video that shows the magic circle. There's lots of videos on YouTube that show the magic circle. I didn't believe in it before. I didn't believe in the importance of it or the convenience of it before. But now I definitely do. I love the magic circle because it just disappears. Okay, I'm just going to keep on going here. Sometimes you get this little knot in your yarn. You just got to kind of pull it out. And I pull quite a bit off usually at a time. I'm about to change the angle here so you can get a different view. Now the first row is 12 stitches in the circle. The second row is 2 stitches per stitch, so you make it 24. The third row is 2 and 1. Here we are. We're going to go another round, chain 3, loop under, go in the stitch, grab it, pull it through, grab it, pull it through 2, grab it, pull it through 2 more. We're going to keep going around. I think this is a little better in the lighting, the view. Hope you can see this pretty well. Kind of pull that out a little bit. I always tend to get little tangles going. So we're just going to keep doing this. This is a regular 4-ply red heart. That's what I normally use. That's what I prefer. I do love the soft yarns that are not 4-ply and that are not red heart as well, but that's my basic go-to when I make hats. And I know that I do not hold crochet hands like you're supposed to, or like traditionally. I hold it just like this. And I know it's different, but it works for me. Let's see if this is a little bit better. Okay. I hope you can see what's going on, and I hope you can tell what's happening here. I hope I've gone through the stitch enough times that it's not a mystery to you right now. Whoops, you see what I did? I've got 2 stitches in one. You don't want any with 2 in it now because you'll make the hat too big. And this one is for a child, probably I would say 4 to 11. Usually by 11 or 12 they've grown into the adult size hats. Sometimes, not always, but the traditional average is this would fit a 4 to 11-year-old. You can make this any color. I really love the red, and I had quite a bit of it to make hats with this year. Okay, well, I am going to skip through. I'm going to make the rest of my rows and come back and finish the video for you. But all I'm doing is the same thing. I'll get this one started and then I'll stop. You chain 3, loop under, go in the next stitch, have 2 pieces of yarn on top of your needle, loop under, pull it through. Make sure your yarn is not tangled. Loop under, pull through 2, loop under, pull through 2. Loop, go through, grab it again, and grab it again. Okay, I'm going to go through and finish this hat and come back when it is complete. And I'll have 13 hats done. Alright, well here we are with our finished beanie for a little kid. I'm going to go ahead and just cut this off. And pull this right through here. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your needle. You're going to thread your yarn right in there. And all you have to do is sew it into the threads so your tail doesn't come loose. This is one of my favorite parts, not because it's fun, but because you're getting close to the end. And it's almost finished. And just sew it in. Pretty good little ways. Pull it out. I kind of stretch it a little, make sure it's in there, and then just trim it off. Now this one at the top, I'll put right around in the circle. Okay, just right in here, and just hide it from itself, from being seen. I normally don't have a problem with these popping out, so there you go. You just pop that off there. Stick your needle back where it won't get lost. And you are done with your children's beanie. And you see the size on there. I love this little size. It's just right for little kids. And you can make as many of these as you like. There you are. I hope this video has been helpful, and I hope it inspires you to make some hats for some kids, either for donation or other kids you know. Y'all have a beautiful day.